What's good, y'all? This is Randall Branch. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're gonna be talking about why every man should consider 15% body fat. Okay, I didn't plan on making this video today. I was gonna end this video off or this day off with only 2 YouTube videos. I need a little bit more rest today. I could feel it. I need a little bit more rest today, but I'm a man who loves putting up shots. I had to get a third video out. And this video is going to be a banger, so buckle up, y'all. Just like all my videos. All my videos are bangers. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new, all right? Let's rock out. 15% body fat must be considered fat. A lot of you guys don't like to hear this because you have low-ass standards. What's the return of being at 15% body fat? And a lot of you guys are above 15% body fat right now. I understand. I at my fattest got all the way up to somewhere between 30 to 35% body fat I had to estimate when I was 250. So for me, and when I was losing weight, I don't even think I really even knew what body fat percentages was, but I thought like you'll start to, depending on muscle mass, you'll see. I don't even like calling them abs now because of my standards, which is really the premise of this video. But you'll see faint lines of abs once you get like between 15 to 20%. Okay. Abs. Okay. Abs. And again, this is about standards. This video is really about standards. You'll see faint lines of abs once you get in like the 15 to 20% range. Right. And I was just happy when I was 30 to 35% body fat. I was just happy to get there. And for me at that time, because I have put on muscle since then, the 15 to 20% body fat range was probably, and that is a huge range, but it was probably around like 210. I can see a little 205. I can see a little bit of ab. Okay, at 205, right? I can see a little bit of abs, right? And that's where a lot of you guys' standards are. I say 205. I was probably 20%. Maybe my numbers could be off, guys. I put on muscle since then, but it wasn't until when I was losing weight the first time. It wasn't until I got to about 190-ish where I even had like a decent set of abs where I was probably about 15% body fat at that time. And again, my numbers could be a little bit off. It has been a while, but the point is, right, my standards were so low that I was just happy to get into the game, which I thought it was the game. And now I don't consider it the game. Why? Because my standards have improved. A lot of you guys have been fat for so long, you're 60%. Some of you guys will be like 60%, yes, 60%. Some of you guys watching this video are 60%. If you guys want my help, if you guys want coaching, get in the. I don't, and again, I know I'm very blunt, but I'm here to help you guys out. I'm very direct and I'm very forward, but I'm not here to make fun of you guys. I'm here to help you guys create change. Okay. I've had people come to me asking me for help who are 60%. Again, if you guys want a personalized training nutrition program, join my coaching program. Everything that I have to offer to you guys will be in the description. Right. But there's people who are 50, 60% body fat. I've written nutrition programs for people who are 50 to 60% body fat. So I know there's at least one person watching this who is above 40%. Okay. 60, 50, 40, 30%. When you're at these super high body fat percentages, you see something like 20 to 15% as, oh, he's doing decent, he's good, but it's just because your standards are so bad. It's the same way if you're watching this video and you're making 10 grand a month and somebody who is at $0 thinks it's something to make $500 a month. Well, it is for them for where they're at, but you understand that for you to be at $500 a month, uh technically you would be regressing like where you're at right now, but with your mindset around money and income, you understand that $500 a month isn't that good. Okay, you understand that, right? But they don't understand that because they're at zero. It's the same thing for a lot of you guys. You guys think that 15% is some holy grail. Oh, every man, 15%, bro. 15% is fat, bro. There's no return to being on at 15%. At 15%, you still have a pretty round face, right? You still don't have abs. Again, my definition of what abs are has changed. And it gets so deep, guys. Everything in life is really about standards. I've talked about being in shape on social media. I remember I made a video that went viral. This was probably like 4 months ago at this point. And it went viral on Instagram. And I was like, bro, for you to be 6 foot 210, I believe was the topic. Maybe it was 5'10", 210. It was one of those two. But for you to be that at 210, you're more than likely fat. And I had guys commenting. They were like, bro, I'm 6 foot 230 and I got abs. And I'm looking at the profile pic. They got a little faint line, a little crescent of top two abs in down lighting. in down lighting, which means in natural lighting they probably look fat as shit. Okay, they have a little crescent of ab in down lighting. 22% body fat, talking about, yeah, I got abs. Like, this shit is about standards. Okay, as a man, your standards should be that 15% body fat is fat. Every man should be between 8 to 13% body fat. Every man should be between 8 to 13% body fat. If you don't have a lot of muscle, if you just started your fitness journey, you get to push to 14%. You get to grow within the 12 to 14% range. If you've been in the gym longer than 3 years, which most of you guys have been working out for 3 years, um, you should never be above 13% body fat. You need to be staying in the 11 to 13%. And if you want to get even crisper, you could get down to the 8 to 10% body fat. I'm gonna actually make a reaction video probably tomorrow about Tom Holland's Spider-Man physique, because a lot of people are saying that's a good physique, but a lot of people in fitness are saying that he could be leaner. And he's, like, just judging from off the pictures, he's probably somewhere in that 13 to 15% body fat range in that video. I mean, in that movie. Like, there's, and his physique is cool, but again, in my opinion, he could have been leaner too. I agree with guys like TNF and the other Lizzo Kryptonian guy, that guy who always talks about body fat percentages. I agree with him, bro. He could have been leaner for a superhero, right? You want to be able to have a physique. If you really want to build a physique that stands out, if you really want exceptional results, if you really want to have the physique halo, like I talked about earlier today, go back and watch that video if you guys missed that. 8 to 13% body fat, bro. Like, what are we really doing at 15% body fat? And a lot of you guys who are at 15% body fat, you either have aspirations to get leaner and you're just at 15% body fat right now, or you were lean and you're getting fatter. It's very, nobody really maintains 15% body fat because it's such like a middle ground. Like, there's no return. If you're gonna be 15% body fat, you might as well just be fat and actually eat unhealthy. As opposed to, oh, I eat healthy sometimes and I eat unhealthy all the time. It's like you're hustling backwards. Like, either live the lifestyle or don't live the lifestyle. Like, we're just real talk. This is me being blunt with you guys, bro. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here for no goofy shit. You can either live the lifestyle of being healthy as a man and being sub 15%, or you can just be a shit ass like everybody else. What's the point of you eating protein and doing all this shit, and but for you to be 15 to 17% body fat? It's like you're damn near putting in more work than the person who's like 20 to 25%, but you're getting way less return. You might, like, you're like, what's the point, bro? This is the way I look at it. Like, if you're gonna go all in, bro, go all in, right? And you could maintain sub 15% body fat year round, right? Excuse me. All you need to do is have your structure set up properly. But I want you guys to get to the point to where I'm at, where I view 15% body fat as fat. I'm gonna be real with you guys, and this is just where I'm at personally. And I'm not telling you guys to get here, but I want to separate myself. I'm getting to the point now where I want to view 12% as fat. Like, out 7 to 10% year round. That's by the end of this year when I get down there, like, that's my mindset. 7 to 10%. And maybe when I get older, I might fluctuate a little bit more to like 10 to 13% to keep a little bit more fat in the face so I'm not looking old. And I'm gonna make a video about that for you older guys. If you're like 40, 50, 60 and you're pushing to 8% body fat, when you start losing fat in your face, a little bit of fat, just a little bit of fat does help you look a little bit more youthful, just a little bit of fat. So you might work better in that 10 to 13% range as opposed to trying to strive for like the Instagram model 8 to 9% range. So I might talk about that. But for the foreseeable future, from the rest of my 20s and 30s, 7 to 10% body fat is where my standards are at, bro. 12% body fat isn't good enough for me. And I'm not saying you need to get there, but you need to get to a point. Every man should get to a point where 15% body fat isn't good enough, and it's objectively not good enough. Most of you guys don't even have enough muscle to look good at 15% body fat. Me personally, I don't have enough muscle to look good at 15% body fat. I've been training for 5 years. My first 3 years, I didn't know what I was doing with nutrition. So I have 2 really good years of training and nutrition under my belt. 5 total years. I don't my physique, you could tell I lift at 15% body fat, but I don't just go to the gym to look like I lift. I want, like I talked about, I want a physique halo. I want to have separation from other men. I want to look different than other men. I want to look better than other men. I want my face to be slimmer and more chiseled than other men. I want a pronounced jawline. I want all these things. So I've set my standards to 7 to 12% body fat, and I'm finna get to the leaner version of that range, and I'm finna look at 12% body fat as damn near fat. That's just where my mind's at. And I'll probably make another video about this. You know, some of you guys will be like, "Oh, that shit's extreme, bro. It's too much." Well, that's why you're fat. You know, you guys could get mad. You guys could be in the comments saying certain shit, but you guys need to hear this shit because everybody else is gonna baby you guys. Literally, everything else in our society is just baby you, help you feel comfortable, help you feel like it's not your fault, help you feel like you're helpless and you're a victim, bro. Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that. You feel me? Like, what are we really doing if we're not striving to be the most attractive and the healthiest version of ourselves, bro? And why do we feel like we should why as humans in 2026 do we feel like we should be rewarded certain results but not have to have any type of different mindset, any type of different habits, any type of different action flow or anything? You want to have a physique that women, a lot of you guys want to have a physique. You guys want to have that physique that women just look at and go crazy over. But you want to have the same mindset around fitness, nutrition, and health as the average gym goer who doesn't have that physique. Like, what type of mindset does that like to me, that's just a stupid mindset. It's a naive mindset. That's not how life works. If you want exceptional results, something has to be exceptional about you. Okay, I posted, this is my third YouTube video today, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I didn't even feel like posting one YouTube video today, but I don't give a fuck about how I feel. I knew work had to be put in. I have a minimum of posting 2 videos a day, and I still got out of my bed. I was finna take a nap. I said, "Fuck it, bro. Let me get on here and talk some shit. Let me post a third YouTube video today because I want exceptional results. So I can't post one video a week like everybody else. I can't even post one video a day like everybody else. I Something has to be different about Randall Branch if I'm gonna get different results than everybody else. And it's the same with everything in life. A lot of you guys will say shit like, well, why do you think 15% body fat should be fat? You have an eating disorder, you have body dysmorphia, physique inflation, whatever type of buzz phrase you guys want to throw. But then you guys try to figure out how I've been able to transform my physique in a considerable short amount of time. And it's because my mindset, bro. That's what it is. You guys wonder why certain guys look certain ways. Natural guys. I'm not talking about guys who take peptides and gear and other goofy shit. I'm talking about natural guys. You guys wonder why. A lot of you guys watch Luther, right? You guys watch Luther. You guys wonder why a guy like Luther is lean as shit, has the physique that he has. Look at the way that he talks about nutrition. Look at his mindset around food, right? You guys, and I watch his videos, bro. Shout out to him, bro. You guys want to call him extreme and shit like that, but that's why you guys look the way you guys look, and he looks the way he looks. You guys want to get at me for saying that 15% body fat is fat, for saying certain shit, for saying you should be doing your calisthenics every day, for saying you should stop eating cheat meals, for saying um whatever I'm saying, bro. But then you guys want to figure out why you guys look the way you guys look and I look the way I look. It's because of my mindset. It's because of my standards, bro. That's what it is. And a lot of you guys need to raise your motherfucking standards. You need to raise your motherfucking standards. Okay, 15% body fat has to be fat, bro. Like it can't be something to where it's like, well, at least, I'm 15%, but he's 18%. So I think I'm doing something. That's another thing that gets you a lot of you guys caught up. I'm gonna make a video about that. You think you're doing something because you're 15% body fat, but the only reason why you think that you're doing something is because your mom is fat and your dad's 30% and all your friends are 25%. So just because you're the leanest out of the group, you think you're doing something, you're not doing shit, bro. You need to step your game up. 15% body fat was a great goal when you were 40% body fat, but now that you've been hovering around 15, 17% body fat for 8 months, now what? You just gonna kick your feet up and be complacent? Or you're going to progressive overload your standards. And that's another video I can make. That's another video I can make. You progress in the gym, you focus on getting stronger in the gym or whatever goofy shit, right? Chasing strength, you just, I got to progress, but you don't want to progress anything else. You don't want to progress your standards, right? I got flack because I said that a lot of physiques that I look at that I used to be inspired by, I'm no longer inspired by. And people were saying, well, it's because of physique inflation. No, it's because my standards progress. I'm sorry. The motherfucker who I thought had muscle when I was fucking 4 years old, or maybe 14 years old, or maybe 4 months ago, I don't look at their physique as anything special anymore. And it's because I'm getting closer to my physique, right? So as you progress, your standards need to progress as well. A lot of you guys' standards haven't progressed. So you're never going to reach your full potential because your standards are still shit. Yes, they might have been something back when you were first starting, but they're not shit anymore. My standard used to be having 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That can't be my standard anymore because I'm at 2,000 now. So if I don't progress my standards to, okay, we need to get to 5K, then we need to get to 10K, then 50, then 100. If I still have the same standard that 1K was the goal, and if 1K is for some reason still my goal even after I surpassed it, then I'm not going to get far. I'm not. I'm not going to get far. My standard must progress as I progress, as I move forward. Okay, you can't have the standard that 15% body fat is okay any for the duration of your fitness. At some point, it has to get to a point where you say, okay, cool. I was fat as shit. I'm no longer fat anymore. I've been at 15% or 15, or maybe I'm 18%. Maybe I haven't even hit 15%, but I'm from 40 to 18, and now I'm pushing for 12 because I realized that even 15 isn't good enough. Yes, it might have been good enough when I was at 40, but I know better now. I need to get to 12. This is how you get better in life. Okay, this is how you get better in life. Okay, this is how you get better. I'm going to say that again. This is how you get better in life. You get better by progressing. You get better by improving your standards, progressing your standards. Okay, it's not, you notice in this video, I didn't just talk about 15% body fat. I talked about multiple things. It's because all this shit is the same. All this shit is the same. You have to progress. And if you want different results than the average man, you have to get to a point where your mindset is different than the average man. I will never get to 15% body fat or above. It's impossible for me because it's not something that I'm even willing to negotiate with. A lot of these fitness influencers, they like who maintain like 7, 8, 9% body fat year round, they have the mindset that 12% body fat is fat. And while people are calling them extreme, while people say that they have eating disorders, while people say that they're too whatever, that they're too obsessed, whatever, they use their obsession and uh they use their standards to get better results than everybody else out of life. That's the reason why they're able to do fitness for a living, because their standards allow for them to build physiques that the average person could only dream of having. So have standards and set and point specifically for your fitness. I'll tie everything back to this because this is the point of this video. Have your standards set to where you can get to a point where you don't allow yourself to even think that 15% body fat is fat. And if your standards are there and you make sure that your mindset is met up with your standards and your habits are in alignment with your mindset, then everything will fall into place and you'll be able to build a physique that can't be fucked with, bro. Like I just don't understand the mindset of just investing all this into nutrition and into fitness just for average results, bro. I don't understand it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this little rant. This is my last video today. Again, I didn't even plan on making this video, but I'm glad I did because I had to get this shit off my chest. If you guys want help getting in shape, getting lean, raising your standards, you want to book a strategy call, anything, any services that I offer to help you guys level up will be down in the description. Personalized training and nutrition programs, a coaching program, my consultations, my ebooks and programs. Okay. My clothing line will be down in the description as well. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Randall Branch. I post daily. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. If you're not new to the channel, you should already be subscribed. And if you are new, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. I understand that my content isn't for everybody. I understand a lot of you guys are fine with being 15% body fat. A lot of you guys are fine with being 20% body fat. But a lot of you guys just have shit standards. I can't save everybody, and I'm okay with that. A lot of you guys are also fine with being disrespected by your girl. A lot of you guys are fine on being disrespected by women. A lot of you guys are fine with working weak ass jobs. A lot of people are just fine with having low standards. So when honest, and I'm gonna be real, and I'll probably make this another video. I know I say that all the time, but it is what it is. But you have to damn near get to a point where you become glad when you get pushback from people. If when I post a video like this and people get in the comments saying, "Oh no, this no 15% is fine and shit." Okay, well, that's gonna make my mindset and my physique and turn my physique. That's just gonna make it more rare. You got to think about it, because if I post this video and it blows up and it gets a whole bunch of likes and everybody in the comments agrees and there's no pushback, and everybody's striving to be below 15%, then that just makes what I'm doing less special. So I damn near wish that all you guys get in the comments and say, bro, I'm 20 to 25% body fat and I feel good, bro. Bro, I'm 15% body fat and being anything under 15 is unsustainable. Well, that's cool, bro, because you're just making what I'm doing more special. And y'all the same type of motherfuckers who would get mad when your girl's out in public and she choosing on me because my mindset's on a different point. So if your standards are gonna be low, your standards are gonna be low. I can't save everybody, and I understand that. But I'm also at a point where I'm glad that most people can't go because that just makes what I'm doing even more special. And for those of you guys who are on my same shit, I hope you have that same mindset as well. All right. This is Randall Branch Media, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.